Give me a minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of hopefully of many of Talk That Stuff. It's going to be just a forum, and we're going to just do hot topics and things. Three topics of the day that I want to touch. The first is the Flint, the water crisis up there. I've been looking into it the last couple of days, and I want to know, should somebody go to jail for this?
Uh,
You know. Also, we're going to be talking about Cat Williams. What's going on with the brother?
hold on, yo, my son bugging. Hold
Okay. Cat Williams. We're going to talk about a little sports. I think it's in the Final Four right now. Am I correct? Final Four?
Yep.
All right. We'll see who got what horse, and we'll take it from there. All right. First, let's go to the Flint water crisis, and I stand corrected before I put the video on. I said it was the Detroit water crisis. I stand corrected. It was the Flint. It's the Flint one. Although Detroit still has had water issues, people were getting their water cut off, owing $19,000, and they would be abandoning a house, and squatters and would come in and or scrappers and take the plumbing out, and the water is sit and run for however how long. But people were getting losing their houses because of that. But I'm not going to touch that right now. I want to touch the Flint water crisis. But I've heard that it's been going on since last year. They changed the water, the way they were getting the water from the Fulton River to the not the Fulton River. They were going from one source to the other.
You might want to mute him.
Hey, Ricks.
I think Rick busy.
Yeah, I think you might want to mute him.
Yeah, I gotta get him. Come on, Ricks.
Man, you caught me off guard tonight.
Caught all of us off guard.
All right. Hey, Ricks. I'll make
put
it
the headphones down.
Ricks. Catch him real quick.
Hey, can you mute him? You the moderator, right?
Huh? Yeah, I can do that, can I?
Yeah.
That's right. Hold on. What I control
You gotta be prepared. You had this kind of show, man. Live like this, there's gonna be some domestic issues.
All right. All right. I muted him out. Y'all still hear him?
Yeah.
He's muted out. Thank. All right. So back to the topic here is the Flint water crisis. What they did was they switched out the feeds from where they were getting water. They didn't do a control. What was it called here? They can do a
No,
control.
he's not muted. He's not muted.
No, hold on. What in the heck? What's wrong with? Trying to. What's going on here? Jack. Come on.
You muted yourself. No, not you.
Yeah, I can't. I might have to. Can y'all still hear him?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't hear.
All right. So they changed the feed up, and they didn't do a control they do something to test out the it's called a control corrosion. They didn't do that step, and people have been drinking lead for God knows how long. People have been reporting hair loss and rashes and all kind of stuff. You know, it's called corrosion control treatment. They didn't do that, so people lost their lives over this, man, and probably a lot more down the road. So these people be jailed for this. Also, I was hoping to have a guy, Mr. Wallace, on. He's up from there, so I wanted to get his perspective because I'm pretty sure he has more to offer to this because he lives up there in that area. But if anybody wants to chime in on it,
Yeah, I don't think none of them are going to prison behind this. For one thing, it's mighty funny that in a place like that that's mostly Democratic, you got a Republican governor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was he's following the suit of most of the Republican governors of doing everything for business and saying the hell with poor people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They would give all the tax breaks to the businesses and destroy the economy in that state. And what he
Mm-hmm.
did was he had an emergency manager to take over because he was cutting so many corners on trying to, take care of the switching the water, because he switched the water from that river to one of the lakes.
Yeah.
And it's just a big mess because now, a lot of Republicans hate the EPA, and they're trying to blame it on the EPA when it's his problem.
Right. Yeah. They're trying to shift the blame. They're saying that they didn't give them enough information to help McCartney. They had her. I seen the Senate or the congressional hearing or something on it. Everyone's trying to point the finger. I mean, this is typical government, the way they do things. No one ever wants to be held accountable, but somebody needs to be held accountable in this. This can't happen in this country. People have lead in your drinking water, and half of the time they didn't even know it. Then the stuff started changing colors. It's crazy, man. But I think
Where can you start though? You're talking about jailing people. Where can you possibly start? You know what I mean?
that's a good question. I mean, where do you go? Because the people that's running it, I mean, people have special interests invested. I don't know where you start at, but I mean, I guess they're asking for the governor's resignation, and I mean, at the end of the day, he's in charge of that stuff. I mean, I know he has managers. He put people in place to make sure the shit like that doesn't happen. But I don't know.
Yeah, he's not that governor. What's his name, Snyder?
Yeah, Snyder.
Yeah, he's not worried about that. And I don't want to sound too political, but he's a Republican. That man is worth $120-something million. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So his whole thing was cronyism, getting all those tax cuts for businesses and this, that, and other. They think Detroit was in a bad place at first, but you look at it like this: nobody's going to prison behind it, but the penalty is going to be the lawsuits that are going to be brought against that city.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's going to be.
Well, so at the end of the day, it's going to be getting in somebody's pocket, and probably the penalty probably pocket change. Wow. Well, that being said, thanks by the way, for throwing some insight. Then I didn't know that. I tried to brush up on it quickly, but that's I didn't really pay attention to it. It was like you hear it on the news or in passing and stuff. So I really started watching some stuff on it, and I was like, that's crazy. That could easily happen to us. But every state, a lot of states have their water commissions, man, are pretty, in line. And they were saying how in Flint the population went from 193,000 in the 70s to now 99,000 people. And they're saying the tanks and the reservoirs, all that stuff is like almost 100 years old. So there's no money going into that, and I think maybe they need to. What happened to the federal money? This place is bankrupt. I don't know if it's still operating like a bankrupt county or whatever. But when is the federal government going to step in here? You got trillions of dollars that they have used for this war, and you mean you can't take care of your own? What do you feel? How do you feel about us being able to give these countries foreign aid and millions and gazillions of dollars, but can't take care of on a scale, a small pixel on a big screen like Detroit?
I mean, you got to think about it like this, right? This is how it works. You got a lot of people, and I don't want to say the names in particular, but you got a lot of people that want to block aid to help some of these cities. Detroit was bankrupt before this water crisis.
Mm-hmm.
It was already bankrupt, and
Right.
I mean, it was so bankrupt what they was trying to sell. What is it? The Palace where the Pistons play at.
Yeah.
They were trying to sell that just to get some money.
Right.
But like I said, you had that governor come in And a lot of times when you're dealing with them Republican governors and they claim to want to fix the budget, the main thing they want to do is do austerity. And austerity is where as though instead of boosting the economy up by helping people, they think the economy is always boosted up by helping businesses.
Right.
And that's the worst way to do it, because if there's no people to buy any goods, then the business won't survive.
Wow. That explains. I remember back when Bush was. I think they were bailing out the bailouts. They were helping the banks out instead of. And I thought maybe they should help us out, but they were giving the money to the banks. Okay, that I can see that you pump the money up to the businesses to help. I understand that. That's yeah.
Well, that situation was a little different.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they push money to those banks is because when Bush was in office, Bush did a lot of deregulation for those banks. So those banks were running wild.
Right.
And they were running so wild that the economy started going through them banks. Like the U.S. economy literally was passing through those banks. And if the banks collapse, then it's collapsing the economy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got you. Wow. That's man.
Yeah, but you do know the economy started going down in Detroit when the steel mills left there. When they stopped making cars there. That was the beginning.
That too.
And like my man said a little while ago, when the money leaves, hey man, they don't care anymore about it. It's all about the businesses. When the businesses leave.
Yeah.
I mean, look how quick that stuff happened down there in Louisiana with Katrina. I mean, just that one storm, you know, they didn't even want to provide help for those people. They didn't. They think about money.
Yeah, that was right there. Man, we can talk all day on Katrina, man. That was nuts, man.
You know what I'm saying? Not to change the subject, but I'm just giving you an example.
No. I hear what you're saying. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, that ties into what I'm trying to say about the federal government, man. I mean, when are they going to step in and start helping out? We're in the whole. I don't know how the $1 trillion deficit thing works, but man, they sure know how to scrape some money up to give to these foreign countries. Wow, 5 days, 6 days for some help to get down there. No one knew anything. FEMA has a guy that did I don't know what that Michael Brown guy did, but just the federal government, to me, it seems like they're never there when you need them, and then when they get there, it's too late. There's always stains on them, man. Instead of them learning from Katrina, learning from that, and being making themselves better, learning from their mistakes, they do it over and over again. It just seems like the wrong people are in the wrong position to do anything. It doesn't make any sense. We have hundreds of millions of dollars, grants, whatever. I mean, like I say, I'm not an expert on that. But I'm just saying it always seems like when something big goes down, the federal government always lets us down.
It all depends. It all depends on where you're at, and unfortunately, the poverty level, if you want to call it. If you live in a poor area like the inner city, like my man said, I mean, they don't rush in to help you real fast. Now, if that happens somewhere else, Las Vegas or somewhere where they got all those tourist attractions, trust me, they'll be on the spot.
Right. I agree with that. Definitely.
What's up, chat?
Yo, Ricks, you in the building? You hear me? Rasan?
I don't see me but you, man.
I can hear you. I hear you now. Is there anything you want to add here, brother?
I was just saying inner city. I was saying it before, but I don't think niggas could hear me good. Just that inner city shit. Anything like we at the bottom of the totem pole. Even though I don't live in the inner city no more, but still, we at the bottom. We at the bottom of the totem pole. Like they not putting no resources into that because they feel they ain't gonna get nothing out of that.
Good point. Anybody want to touch that?
Well, I mean, I look at it like this, right? Class and class and economics does have something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at who's also in charge at the time. I'm talking about on a state level. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because it's not always a federal level per se. Because you
Right.
got that's just like with some governors who don't want to expand Medicare to help people in their state. That's free
Yeah,
money.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's free money, but they so vindictive of who's in office. The brother that's in office, that anything he does, they're
Right.
gonna
They gonna
block it.
go against. Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So sometimes, don't get me wrong, politics is politics, but they did a good job of painting him as the bad person. By, they know they couldn't kill his fame, but they wanted to kill him in another way by getting people that like him to be disgruntled against him, like he
Right.
wasn't doing nothing. He
Right.
couldn't do nothing. You
Hey,
understand what I'm saying?
they need a fall guy. They need a scapegoat. They got to pin it on somebody.
You know,
I'm sure it wasn't just him. I'm sure it wasn't just him. Oh, I don't give a fuck about the people. I don't give a fuck about the war. They go like it's beyond that, nigga.
yeah, it definitely is. It's on the governor of that state, and then what I
Right.
mean is he literally cut so many corners. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He cut so many corners by switching where they were getting their water from to something that was uncharted, and it wasn't even right. Now all these emails coming out, and emails are exposing what they already knew for the longest time. You know what I'm
Real.
saying? Cause let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. That dude Snyder, like I said in the beginning, he's worth like 150, 120 million.
Mm.
Why would you want to be a governor of a state and you got all this money? What's
Word
your
up.
what's
Word.
what's your end game with this? Of
Yeah,
No,
all
yeah,
states,
you're right. You're right.
what's the game? Yeah, exactly. What's in it for you?
right? What I'm saying is, I'm saying like I understand that money and power are two different things. Don't get me wrong, right?
Right.
But it's a little different when you're trying to become the governor of California. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? The governor of New York. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, there's a lot of incentives with that, as far as getting power. But to want to be the governor of Michigan, man, something isn't right. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
already accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. It's just that situation just blew up in his face. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's no different than Chris Christie in New Jersey when that hurricane hit and the federal government gave them all that money for the hurricane and he ain't even disperse it to the people.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh,
Crazy.
wow.
Crazy.
I heard about that a little bit. That's where I'm from. Actually,
Politics and
Robertson
bullshit.
too. Yeah, it's just
Like, and another thing is like with these politicians and shit, it's like it's not about the people. It's all politics. That's a game. That's really a game. It's all politics. Who could do what for who? They don't give a fuck really about the people. The
Mm-hmm.
people gotta give a fuck about the people. And
Right.
that's when you had change, when the people give a fuck about the people and the people move. Like if the people ain't moving, these motherfuckers in charge, they not moving.
Right.
They gonna keep playing their politics, man.
We let them. We let them. They work.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The
but the
power,
people are the ones who vote for these guys, though. We voting for them. The people are voting for these people.
we are the
We
people.
put
We really control this shit, but we don't put our power to use.
We sure don't. We sure don't. I mean, we right.
We the people. It ain't we the government. We the people.
Right. He's right. As Terry was saying,
We
we
run
vote
that
these
shit.
people into office, man. It's just like,
that's what I'm saying.
well, we don't like any valuable. I mean, candidate that's gonna cater to what we need. We don't have that, so you got to go with the next best thing. Okay, at the end of the day, what guy's
See,
not gonna. Huh?
that's when the people got you can't if you ain't trusting them motherfuckers, that's them motherfuckers, you gotta come up with a plan. You gotta go out there, put yourself out there. If not, ain't gonna be no change. Shit ain't changing at all.
Right.
If we don't put ourselves on the front line, what makes you think they gonna change it? They don't give a fuck about us.
I didn't really want to touch this, but I live down here in Florida, and I live in a little bit of south of Jacksonville, maybe an hour.
Whoa.
And I was driving to work, and I seen this old 1975 trailer, and it had Trump all over it. And on the back of the trailer, it had a big ass rebel flag on it. You know, right? I mean, all of a sudden, Trump is the spokesman for all the ignorant mother, and I call these people ignorant because that's what it is. I call it like I see it, ignorant bullshit. And all of a sudden, Trump is their man now. But you know, at the end of the day, Trump ain't riding for them. Is Trump representing them? Hell no.
Let me say this. This is the craziest thing, right? And I hate to keep saying Republican, Democrat, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
Come on with it.
A lot of them Republicans vote against their own interests. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm talking about the bottom part of the Republicans, the poor white people. And what I mean is, they're the main ones who say somebody is a elitist or 1%er, but yet you following behind the poster child for the 1%, Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He is the poster child for the 1%. And,
Never mind.
and the whole thing about that is, I mean, I really thank him. And the reason why I say I thank him because he bringing them out. You getting to see those ones that been hiding in the closet.
Yep.
You know, and they ain't shy either.
Yeah, it opens your eyes to like, yo, this is how America thinks. Like America, like that's how it's a lot of motherfuckers thinking like Trump thinking, like a lot of like that, and it opens to my eyes to see we came a long ways, but man, them motherfuckers still think we dog shit, man. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what level you on. Motherfuckers still gonna classify you in that box. You would use a nigga, and you ain't going, and you're not gonna overcome that shit. That's just what it is. That like it's showing America's true colors, man. That's all it's telling me. I mean, I knew it, but they showing me now.
Yeah, I mean, he's bringing them out. He's letting them be freely out saying what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? Expressing themselves how they really feel, which I thank him for that. Cause you know I'm like Malcolm. I rather for a devil to present himself as a devil than an angel to be a devil in disguise.
Talk
you
to
know what
him.
I'm saying? I rather for it to be like that than to be, you know, because all of a sudden when he busts on the scene, all these people we know on Facebook who we say we was cool with, you know, people of the other persuasion, next thing you know, they got these for Trump hashtags, and then you already know.
Right. You think he has a chance to win?
No, for real.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen.
I don't see.
The Republicans are not gonna let him be the front runner.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. And what's going to happen is he's not going to be the front runner for the simple fact that they know he can't win in a general election.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what he's going to try to do is break off from the party and run independent. But if he do that, it's going to be like it was when George Bush ran against Bill Clinton and Ross Perot.
Right.
Ross Perot. I was just about to say.
Yep, he took all the votes. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, I mean, as much as we don't like him, a lot of them top elitist Republicans don't like him either because he exposing them too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got about a bit of a wild side to him. You know, he gets on these rants and you know, he's lost. I guess I don't think he's ever had us as a base or the Hispanics. I mean,
he lost the Hispanic vote. Once he done that, he done himself in anyway. He lost the Hispanic vote.
Nah,
you know, we still got some Toms running around, man.
Yeah.
It's like those black pastors, man.
Yeah, I know a couple of them boys.
So, all right.
No Nation. You remember that one, Eric?
Yeah. Okay. So, now that we're talking, and I don't, I know it's some kind of taboo to talk about who you're gonna vote for, but okay, I'll ask it like this: Who is your horse in the race? I'll just go like that.
I ain't
CX,
got no
start with you.
horse.
I'm for both of them. The reason why I say I'm for both of them, I'm talking about Hillary and Bernie,
Yeah.
because I don't want them to mess the votes up
Right.
by splitting the vote between them too much. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes.
Because if they split the vote too much, then one of them might sneak in.
Right.
Like this is
I
crucial right now because I'm gonna tell you why. If they keep sandbagging with this Supreme Court nomination, it's gonna be held up until the next president gets in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely need to get one of them in there so they could put a Democratic Supreme Court in there, because them conservatives been tearing the Supreme Court apart, man.
Yeah.
You got to keep these doors open, though. So it'd probably be good for Hillary to win, just to keep the doors opening up. They open it up for Obama to get in, and they open it up for a female. You never know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, and she could bring Bernie on as a vice president.
Yeah, it would be, instead of them fighting each other, losing, like I say, the base right there is split up. So we need to.
All this shit is mapped out already. They already know who's gonna win the damn presidential race.
Ricks, you want
Yeah,
to?
that's the reason why they planted Donald Trump, so he can destroy the Republican chances.
I
I don't even care if it's Trump who's getting in office. He's still a puppet. He gotta follow. He gotta follow that rule.
Right.
Trump ain't gonna do what he think he gonna be doing.
Well,
He's sabotaging the Republicans, man. He's saying any and everything. Most presidential candidates won't say that kind of stuff that he be saying on TV. He's saying anything.
He's saying anything.
They be like,
On TV, he called some, I don't know who the guy is, but out of his own mouth, he said the guy was a pussy. Now, what presidential candidate gonna use that kind of language?
yeah.
What presidential candidate gonna say I could walk down Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's sabotaging, man. They don't say stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
You losing religious votes. You losing all kind of people, man.
I think the people supporting him now, these mavericks, man, these people that want to tell, you can't say any and everything in front of people, and these people that want to say the same, that want to say that, and they're saying that like this guy's, he's speaking what we're talking about, he's saying what we feel,
Yeah.
That's them rebel flaggers. The guy that you say you seen that rebel flag. Those are the votes that you're gonna get.
Hey, don't get it twisted, man. It ain't just them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think, man. It's a lot of people that's of the middle class and 1% that's rolling with him that feel the same way he does too. You know what I'm saying? They try to use the stereotype as a poor white person with the rebel flag, but no, it's much more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's much more than that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you got Tom Brady rolling with him.
He sure is.
That nigga look like one of them motherfuckers that'll vote for.
Yeah.
Seeing him bringing my man out at the primaries.
Yeah.
My friend.
Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? You got Peyton Manning and all them.
Right.
That shit's crazy, man.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was talking about Obama, and each president, when they come in, they make their mark. When have we ever seen a president make their mark on that only had one term? Usually if you have 2 terms, you put the stuff into play, you campaign on something, then you try to put into play your first 4 years, and then the next 4 years you go trying to execute it.
Right.
And I think as we all know, I think Obama got a bad deal when he first got in office, because he inherited this war, and he had his health care. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a little shoddy. I think it was rushed. I don't get it. All I know is that more money comes out of my pocket every 2 weeks when I get paid. I
would say he means well, because that's the thing you want. You want affordable health care. You know what I'm saying? He means well, but it's hard. You gotta understand, and that's all them puppets to me. But he's a black man still. Everybody's going against him, man. Everybody's giving him resistance, man. So it's hard for him to accomplish what he wants to accomplish. So some shit he has to settle for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
he does, and it's crazy because before he was even in office, during this inauguration, they was right down the street on K Street, having a dinner, saying anything he does, we are going to be against it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying. Like in the, earlier, it's like they know that they can't really tear him down per se.
Right.
So what they wanted to do was block everything he was trying to do, so the people that's behind him could be disgruntled and get mad with him instead of getting mad with them.
Mm. Mm. Wow.
He's still going as one of the better presidents in history.
Yeah, I was about to say, yo, and I think he did a good job coming through all that resistance. I think he did a
Right.
good job.
Yeah, I think he did too.
I agree with you. You know, having people not every time you put something out, I don't care what it is. It might make sense, but just because it's you, I'm not gonna support it and back it.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I think at first when I think the House and the Senate was all Democrats were the majority, they didn't do a good enough job to get on the same page with things, and I think they dropped the ball, you know, for a short time there.
Yeah,
And
because it was only like that for like a year and some change.
right,
You know what I'm saying? This is like, I mean, they weren't going to. That's where you have some Democrats making other Democrats honest. And what I
yes,
mean is, like, okay, yeah, you had the majority, but that don't mean we're gonna push everything through. You know what I'm saying?
right,
You know, because when it's all said and done, you never had a president with this much more standing ever.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like he gets it. He's a black man first. You
yes,
know what I'm saying? And,
yep.
and it's not like he trying to be something he not. He's a black man. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. You know what
Sign
I'm
off,
saying?
Okay, all right, Terrence. I hear you on that. Yeah, he's a black man first, and like I said, this is uncharted waters because we never had this situation. A lot of people didn't know how to embrace this. You know, when I first heard of Barack Obama, he was running for the Senate in Illinois, and I know that he came from community service. That's what he did first,
Right.
and you know that to me is more of a humble beginnings, man. I kind of latch on to people like that, you
Yeah,
know,
and they
because
and they tried to use that against him. You
right,
know, because he was a community active. I mean, activist or organizer.
right,
Like, who better to handle something like this? What people fail to realize, yeah, what people fail to realize, the worstest presidents are businessmen. A
oh yeah,
businessman does not make a good president.
They don't relate to the common man.
Nope.
no. They don't. And I used to be on the other side of the fence with that CX. I thought at one time we needed like a Michael Bloomberg, you know, somebody to handle like what's that, Romney? I wasn't for him. This was a little bit before that, around the Kerry Bush
Right.
that race. I was like, you know what? We're in a lot of trouble here. We're in a lot of debt. We need a money man in here to come in. But I'm not on that side of the fence anymore. Right now, I think it's about the common man. It's about taking care of them. You know,
I'm,
And
I'm, I'm,
we are in corporate America.
right,
we
You know
are.
what I mean?
right,
So their whole thing is to make $1 off you.
But let me say this. Let me say this real quick, right? If you look at the overall makeup of both the House and the Senate, right, and look at
hmm
all the people that left the House and the Senate, whether retired or whatever, right, most of the Democrats that leave do not go on to Wall Street and
Mm.
become multimillionaires. Most of the Republicans, when they leave, they're going straight to Wall Street.
right,
Now you don't see the connection right there. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the lobbyists from Wall Street are padding the Republicans' pockets. They're like just like the last speaker, Cantor from Virginia. He when he left left as a speaker, he went straight to Wall Street, started making $2 or $3 million a year. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a lot of Democrats on the Hill or in the Senate or any of that are multi-millionaires like the Republicans.
hmm right,
So who's padding who?
Mm.
right.
Mm.
You nailed that. So you know, it's like you said, well, I don't want to go back. I'm not trying to go back to the Flint thing, but this guy's worth $127 million.
Yeah.
You know, and they want to make it look like, you know what, this is something I want to do. Just like these guys that are filthy rich, they want to be philanthropists, give away the money. Come on, man.
He in there for other reasons, man. He don't give a fuck about the people.
Pat his stuff later. You know, it's a setup. Look, I bet you Dick Cheney is rolling in the dough right now. I wonder how much money. Wonder how much money he made off these last two terms that he was a vice president. He probably, his great grandkids probably have to.
That war money is good money, man.
Yeah, man. He's not worried. He's not this. He's basically one of the sole owners of Halliburton.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So Halliburton gets no bid defense contracts from the government.
Wow.
You know
they
what I'm
don't have
saying?
to bid for it. Wow.
Yeah, they don't even have to bid for it. They're good for $20 billion. Like, they don't have to go through the stuff that Bowen and Northern and Grumman have to go through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a given for them.
Job security, man. You never gotta. Money always gonna be coming in.
Yeah.
As long as you. There you go, and that's one example of, you know, hidden agendas to want to serve to serve these great people here in these United States. You know.
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
said, it's gotta be a dirty business. You know, it's to me, when I was younger and I wasn't, you know, I loved history class, and you know, I didn't never understood the electoral college. You know, I always thought it should have been done on a popularity thing. This many people want that. It seems like to me that they throw little darts out there, and you know, it's not. I don't know the definition. Layman's. It's not. If you can't understand it sometimes because it's so confusing, and you go in a maze. You know, electoral college, 16. What? It should be how many people want.
He don't want to know that. He don't give a fuck about that. He don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, you know, when they're dealing with the electoral college, that's just a structure of saying only certain states. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold electoral colleges, and because popularity is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
The popularity only means that means it's you won, your win is mandated if you win the popularity vote.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Barack Obama won the popularity vote as well as the delegates.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, they even you had them trying to manipulate that, especially in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, all of them do that little gerrymandering and stuff, but Republicans take the gerrymandering to another level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they was trying to manipulate the delegates in Ohio. It didn't work.
Right. I think, you know, I used to think that you know, especially when the Gore Bush election, that race there, had just more easier for people to fix the votes, stuff like that. And
you know what happened with that, right?
Tricky,
That was
tricky.
Yeah, that ain't really had it wasn't really the electoral college. What happened was it came down to Florida, and who was the governor of Florida?
His brother.
And who had the majority on the Supreme Court?
The Republicans.
There you go.
Right.
So when it went through the Supreme Court, of course they're gonna say that Bush won.
Well, I was just trying to say is just like there's so many things that's put in place that just makes it easier for them to be corrupt, and you know.
But that's what they want. They want to make it confusing for you, so you don't know. You in the dark, man.
Yeah, that's what
they want.
Yeah, they you know, they say sometimes you know, with us they always use that little stereotype. If you want to hide something from us, put it in what?
Right on.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right, guys. All right, that was awesome, man. I want to jump over to because we're kind of running out of time here. Cat Williams. What is going on with Cat Williams? Some people are saying, you know, the conspiracy theorists are saying that it's the Illuminati messing with him because he won't sell his soul. So, you know, they're trying to break the man down.
I'm kind of leaning on that in myself.
I ain't even with that one.
Cat's a crazy individual. Without the cameras or with the cameras, you gotta understand who Cat is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he do shit. Yeah, he may do some shit regular motherfucker wouldn't do. But the media blows this shit up.
Right.
That's what the media does. They blow shit out of proportion.
Hey.
They'll blow it up. They know how to break a man's image down.
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
We're pros at it.
They do. But check this out. I'm pretty sure all three of us know somebody in our hood that's a Cat Williams that do some of the same crazy stuff he does. It's just that he has a platform.
Yep.
And who he is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got that homeboy that keep getting jammed up every time you turn around. You know what I'm saying? Lunching out, fighting everybody, getting his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? So we all got them. You know what I'm saying? But I really think that stardom was his curse.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's no different than an alcoholic.
It's kind of like the same thing that happened with Pac. Pac was never no thug, but he got on that platform and he figured he had to act that way to get the people on his side.
Yeah, out there. Yeah.
Pac ain't come from that. Pac ain't come from no gang banging background.
Nope.
Sure didn't.
But he turned into that.
They made him.
He was at war with himself, man.
You ain't never.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much. And I kind of see the same thing. Like I said, Cat always been crazy. But when them cameras come on, you gonna get a little crazier.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That's your livelihood. That's how you make your money. You gotta be your name gotta stay out there. You know what I'm saying? That nigga shows sell out.
Yeah, they still do.
Still alive, one of the most funniest motherfuckers to me.
I think he's better, you know.
But the media, he breaking down. He losing his mind.
Cat
From what I know, this nigga got adopted kids.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to inner city neighborhoods, fucks with the kids. Now they don't put
that on there.
He fought the kid. He fighting kids. Why was he out there fucking with the kids?
Right.
Because he trying to be a real nigga. He ain't trying. He got all this dope, but he's not trying to be untouchable. So he goes to the hood, fucks with the
bodyguards
in the fucking hood. You know what I mean? And with those camera spots and everything, anything you do is gonna get blown out of proportion. If it was a regular nigga, man, niggas sweep that shit under the rug, man.
Well, I look at it like this, right? If it was somebody else, I mean, we can go back in time, man, to look at some of them other dudes, actors or whoever, who every time you turn around was caught up in something. I mean, let's be honest. Look at Robert Downey before he became Iron Man. Way back when he was getting jammed up, with dope and everything, all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that two wrongs make a right, but I mean, it is a known fact, like you said, that they will destroy your character. They can build it up, but they can also destroy it, especially when you're dealing with a person of color. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in their eyes, we can't act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Any out of step of action of not being the way that they say we should be, then anything that happens is our fault.
They threw Robert Downey. They threw him a line. You know, this man needs help, and look, he's still working today in Hollywood. Cat Williams does a couple of things. He's blackballed from Hollywood. No one wants him in movies. You know, and he was taking shots at Kevin Hart, as we all know, and he was saying, you know, Kevin Hart, he's related. You know, he called him a coon, or him and Chris Rock. You know, these guys.
But I see it. Because these motherfuckers will do anything to keep their fucking image.
Yeah.
Cat ain't like.
I can't. You know what's. But the thing about Chris Rock, right? The thing I'll say this. Now, that Oscar joint, I wasn't really too fond of that. You know what I'm saying? But before that, the brother was putting it out there that he was getting jammed by the police every time you turn around. You know what I'm saying? And he did speak out on that. You feel what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Cat Williams, I wish the brother well. You know what I'm saying? I wish the brother well, but I think he got a lot of serious issues, man. You know what I'm saying? That we don't even know about.
No doubt got issues, but I believe he had the issues before. But
Right.
they honing in on it now and and just trying to blow it up. But I think the nigga always. I think the nigga always. I ain't like in. Like you said, you in that light, man. As soon as you do something that they feel you don't supposed to be doing, you on the news.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
on
yeah.
all over the internet.
Yeah.
It's like the hip hop police.
They did it with Pal, because he turned down $50 million. They say he was crazy. Nah, this nigga got values. He ain't crazy. He got values.
Right.
But the media portrays it. Oh, he turned down $50 million, went to Africa. He lost his mind.
Yeah.
He fucking with you.
He found his mind.
Right. Man, sanity is the man's sanity was priceless, and you can't put a dollar amount on peace of mind. You know,
Man,
that shit's real,
you know
man.
what's crazy, man? Dave Chappelle from DC, man.
Mhm.
He would come back, and people would holler at him. No bodyguards, none of that crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he will always come back, you know, and holler at people. Martin from this area too. You might see Martin in Kmart. You know what I'm saying?
They try to go at him.
Yeah, when he was jogging that time and he passed out, they try to say he lost his mind.
He was working, man, trying to lose weight for you know the media. This is the game to them. They play with people's lives, man. They run wars now. They run wars, man. You know, they run. This was a media war. It was coverage. These guys were out there in the caves in Afghanistan and in Baghdad and hotels, man, reporting. This is a big production to these people, man. They don't care about your life.
But you know what it is though. This is the whole thing. This is the whole thing with the media. The media that they had that's been standard for so long is being lifted out of their hands, and that's being lifted out of their hands by everyday people. With stuff like this, with stuff like live feeds, with Periscope, so everybody can become a news reporter right now and give you a different side, a real side.
Right.
Why you think you see so many police brutality, police killing videos? Because you got all these reporters now.
Right.
You
And
know
it's been going on.
It's
Shoot.
been going on.
Hey, Ricks, where we from? Jump Out Boys, boy.
Oh yeah, we had them too. We had them too.
Whoop your ass and then find out who you are.
Yeah, we had that too. We had them too, man. That's something. Look, let me tell you something, man. Most of the same thing that most of us go through is happening everywhere. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's everywhere. You know, and like we all just from different tribes. We're the same people, but we just different tribes.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? And the thing about that is we don't have to know each other. We could be sitting by each other in a certain instance, say like we waiting for the bus. We don't have to know each other, but that kinship between who we are, we start talking to each other like we know each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff that we all go through, you know what I'm saying? We all go through the same thing.
Right.
I don't care what economic level you are, because we had some brothers that had to be yanked back down like, yeah, what you thought? Because you had a couple of dollars that they weren't going to mess with you? You know what I'm saying? What you think, you exempt from that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think you exempt from that? Nah, man. Nah.
You know, on top, you know, it's like people's like, oh, what's going on? You know, every time we turn around, there's police shooting, killing, beating, and they're catching this stuff on camera. But people what people don't fail to realize is this has been going on since forever. It's nothing new. Just getting caught on film now. It's getting caught on your phone. You caught video cameras. People are talking about it more. You know, like what we're doing right now. Just a small forum.
Right.
We're not trying to just focus on the negatives of things. We're calling it like we see it. The media doesn't do that. They focus on a negative on somebody, and they have so many like Fox has over how many viewers they have that they can inject them with this bullshit. You know,
That's America's favorite channel, Fox 5.
you ain't lying.
And
Fox 5.
and the crazy thing about it is most of Fox News audience is is older white people. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and the thing about that is like Fox News isn't even a news organization. On paper, they can't say they're news organization. They have to say they're entertainment.
Uh-huh.
They banned from Canada.
Heard
Damn.
about that. Bunch of bullshit, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. I guess they cater to their audience. That's what it is. They cater to their audience, man.
And you know,
Yeah.
we don't. I don't know what a middle-aged white man goes through every day. You know.
I don't get along with old white men, man. I'll tell you that straight. I'm lying. I got along, but I say probably with one or two in my lifetime. But I just don't like older white men, man. I don't like how they come across, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know, I work for Google.
Okay.
So I work in Pentagon City. Not too far from where you at in Lawton. You know what I'm saying? So I work there, I work in DC, I work in Maryland. And I'm encountering all types of people. You know, and one of the things that really blows my mind is when some people, especially some white people, they come to me and they be like, "Oh, I feel so stupid." I'm like, "Well, what's wrong?" It's like, I have to ask you this question. So I'm saying to myself, "What, you feel stupid for asking me a question?"
Mm-hmm. Cause yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I get along. Believe it or not, I get along with mostly all. I have white friends. You know what I'm saying as well, and
Right.
I get along with all of them. But most of the time, I don't know why. It's like older white guys tend to be more cooler with me than some of the younger white people, and I'm like, this is weird. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in that kind of boat.
A young white boy, like I get along with this, especially the ones that listen to hip hop. We be on it.
Right.
I don't connect with them old motherfuckers, man.
I get along with the middle.
You know what I'm saying? My age, I really don't know about the younger ones because I haven't been around them. But my age and older, man. I fuck with the ones my age because they don't really. Everybody sees color, but they don't really focus on that too much. You know what I'm saying?
You
Seem
know,
like the older ones, I don't know. They want to keep you in some type of like there's some stat like they like there's a status thing because they older and white, and I guess I'm younger and black.
Pastor Mason. I'm sorry. Go ahead, TX.
It might be a class thing as well. You feel what I'm saying?
Regional too.
It might be a class thing. But
Regional too.
Yeah, regional as well. I mean, most of the ones that I encounter, it seems like they cling to me. Older white women too cling to me. You know what I'm saying?
Older white women definitely fuck with me.
You know what I'm saying? And me personally, like, people are not going to come together now unless they have a common interest. If there's no common interest involved, then they're not going to come together. You feel what I'm saying? Right. I love my people. You know what I'm saying? But if my people, if a dude come to me and he on some other shit, man, we can't connect. We're on two different planets, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that, you know, that goes on both sides of the coin. And I was talking about regional. Like, I'm from New Jersey originally. I had back home, I play a lot of softball. I got middle-aged white guys, you know, they let me I'm at their house with, you know, I need a favor, they got me. And I'm down here in Florida, totally different, you know.
Right.
And their kids, it's a shame, you know. I have the younger generation, I have a understanding with them, you know. They're more outspoken, like, yeah, you know, this is how I was raised, you know, from, you know, I was, you know, I was raised not to like niggas. Not just niggas, but, you know, I was raised not to know, but you know, it's kind of like a taboo thing I'm seeing now to be racist. And people are now saying, you know, if I don't like this certain color, then I'm ignorant. So they don't portray that.
That shit don't hold no weight, man. It's dumb motherfuckers in each race, it's smart motherfuckers in each race, man. Like why we gotta be so ignorant where you gotta divide a motherfucker by a color, man? That's the most ignorant shit ever, man.
Right.
But yeah, it is. But this is the thing. we don't divide people. You feel what I'm saying? It's not us dividing people. We are the most forgivingest people on earth.
All the time, yo. I say we forgive everybody, man.
I give you prime example. I give you prime example. You can have some white people move in the hood and won't nobody mess with them. Literally, won't nobody mess with them. You know what I'm saying? You can have a black family move in a crazy white neighborhood, and you come outside and something crazy might be done to your car. You feel what I'm saying? Your kids being looked at the funny way. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying, right? Like I'm not saying that we don't have our ways with us, because we do too.
Yeah.
But but we are not the ones who are projecting this color thing out there all the time. You know what I'm saying?
We're more of an accepting people. Indian can come in the hood. We'll accept a white man, Chinese man. We'll accept him. We'll accept him.
Right.
But it's not that in return, man.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
You know, people will move out. You know, where I'm from, I moved out to Bricktown. I was 6th grade, and we were the only black couple in that. It was a small townhouse development. I was the only black couple. They looked at me like I'm Martian, and even to this day, I still have friends from there because they didn't know. You know, they got to know who I was. You know, it's the same way. You know, I go through life like that. I'll get a job, and I have all my credentials, resume look nice, but I'm still stereotyped, and I'm always.
That's what happened when I moved out here. When I moved to Alexandria, Kingstown, Alexandria. That ain't no hood. That's a lot of white motherfuckers, a lot of upper class motherfuckers or whatever. I'm straight from Jersey. Now I'm young. I'm probably about what 30, 20, no 20, 28 or somewhere. So I'm still young. I'm still hip hop. I still dress hip hop a little today. But I was more hip hop back then, and maybe, you know what I'm saying. But I go outside. I get everybody look at me out of the side of their eye. I feel it. I see how they walking their dogs or whatever. Cause they wasn't used to seeing, you know what I'm saying, niggas in the area like that, like living amongst them, I guess.
Right. It's a little different. It's a little different. It's a little different in now in Virginia, Upper Virginia, like you know, like when you know you're in Pentagon City and all that. You know, it's a little different because like DC is the most complex city there is. The reason why I say that is because you got a lot of cities that had that gentrification happen. You know what I'm saying? From mostly all the cities, but most of the time when that gentrification happens, most of the people of color are moved out. You understand what I'm saying? But in DC, the people of color are still there. There you got white people living somewhat of what used to be the hood with black people. You feel what I'm saying? And in DC, I'm not saying racism doesn't happen, but it can't happen to the extent like it would happen somewhere else, because most of the black people in DC got federal jobs. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. You know, you talking down to this black dude, but you don't know this black dude is doing $150K a year. You feel what I'm saying? So that's it's a little different. It's a little different, and where you at, you know, especially up in Virginia, it's a lot of money there, man. It's a lot of money. That's the Silicon Valley of the East.
Where's the money? Where is the money at up there? Like what is the
I know those government can want to you get you a top secret security motherfucking clearance. I know you in there.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I work in Pentagon City. The Pentagon is right there. You understand what I'm saying? AOL, American Online, started right there. Microsoft, that Norton that people be using on their computer, Symantec, all that's right there. All them tech companies are right there.
So it's tech. That's what I was gonna say. So that's what their, I don't want to say resources, but that's what it like. Florida has oranges.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's a
lot of defense, lot of defense
contractors.
defensive homeland, a lot of government contracts in this area.
Yeah.
So I say if you got one of them clearances, man, it's kind of easy for you to move in this area, man.
Wow. That's
That's what I'm trying to obtain right now. Shit, if I can get get on somewhere where I can get one of those, man.
What do you do, Rashawn? What do you do? What is
Little this, little that. Nah, nah. My background is electronics, but recently I've been trying to switch to the IT field. So I got a couple IT certifications or whatever. So I'm trying to get my foot into that door, but everybody wants someone with experience. So that's like my thing right now. And I had a couple temp positions, but you know what I'm saying, that shit. Them temp positions be bullshit, man. I need to really get my foot in the fucking door of a company, man. I fuck with them computers, man. So and it's a lot of competition in this area. And if you ain't really got a degree, like, you know what I mean, and especially in IT, I can't really speak on nothing else. It's kind of, you know what I mean. It's kind of hard. Even like I said, I got a couple certifications, man. And
I know. I mean, I got them certs too. I got them certs and a degree. You know what I'm saying? And
okay.
But see, my thing was, the thing that hurt me was my record from 20 years ago, man. You know.
Oh, yo.
Some hammer something.
I could substitute teach, man. I had a misdemeanor from 1997. These motherfuckers told me I couldn't teach in the county of Fairfax.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, they don't be playing. They don't be playing like that in DC and Maryland too. Like if you got a felony on your record, you know, like say like I got handgun on my record, right? I can't even go on the field. I can't even be a chaperone on my daughter's field trip.
Jesus.
Damn.
That's like this from 20 years ago. I haven't been in trouble for 20 years.
Right, same man. That's why it fucked me up. I'm like, yo, I was in fucking college, man. I was a kid in fucking college, man. I got a fucking misdemeanor, a bullshit ass misdemeanor at that. It was a misdemeanor.
Now, see, that's the whole thing I be talking about this society in a sense when it comes to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, one little mistake. You know, just think about all them brothers that got jammed up for selling weed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now they made it legal in certain states, and they're making a whole lot of money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers' records should be expunged.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like my record should have been expunged. 20 years, man. I haven't had no Cartier braces on my arms in 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's, you know, you do your time, whatever punishment that they deem, you do your time, and that's it. You paid your debt. Why should this follow you your entire life? I never understood that. Somebody needs to lobby for this because it hurts a lot of people. People make dumb mistakes when they're younger, and you know you pay for your whole life.
It hurt people of color more because you know you got that white privilege, and you know what I'm saying, they'll forgive a white motherfucker before they give a black person.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. True. That is true. And I mean, my whole thing is like, yeah, I understand some people may rape somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe a cold-blooded gangster killer type of dude. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying if that's littered throughout that person's record, then that person is that. Just because you feel what I'm saying? Just because you got a body on your record, but you only got that one body. That doesn't mean you're a killer. You feel what I'm saying?
You're not habitual, man.
I got to see some repetition, man. You
know tell me a pattern or something. Tell me you're a habitual offender. Then okay. Yeah,
that's like somebody said, oh, yeah, man, I smoked crack once, man. So you're a crackhead? No, you're not no crackhead, man. You ain't been smoking long enough to be no crackhead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you hitting that some bitch a day.
Yeah, crackhead.
Yeah, then you're a crackhead, man.
All right. That was awesome, man. Man, well, I want to thank you all. CX the producer, man. Thanks a lot, brother. And
no
Rashawn, I want to thank you, man. Hey, Rasan, you want
you
to
know.
take this? CX a producer. He nasty with that Renaissance, man. Real nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been doing a little something. CX. That's my man. We came up together. He's on the he does. I think you got the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
I got
Hey man. Word up. Your man chop it up, Ricks. That man's a chopping fool, brother.
you, man. You one of them chopping motherfuckers, man. I'm trying
Nah.
to get like y'all.
Oh man.
But check him out, and we're gonna do this every week. I was trying to have it about an hour, some changes, so this is right on schedule. Hopefully, some more people will be back next week, and the topics I'll do some more research, and just like this, open discussion on things. I think this is awesome because,
Right.
like you say, it's just a perspective from the common man. The man is out there on his hustle and his grind, and what does he go through every day? How does he juggle if your passion and working and dealing with your family and stuff. I don't have all the answers. I learned a lot of things tonight, brother. Encyclopedia CX over there. You know what I mean? That's awesome though, man. And
Man, you missed that last hangout we had Friday, man.
oh yeah,
Man, you know what time we got off the hangout?
nah.
3 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning?
Yes.
Wow. Gee,
Yes.
wait a minute. 6 hours?
Yeah, we was on there for 6 hours.
Shit, that must have been. But
Yeah, we went off the air, and then we kept going when we was off the air, and we was just on there just playing beats and talking, man.
Hey, CX, you got any beats lined up? Loaded up?
I ain't even in, man. I ain't even in the studio. I'm just sitting there on the couch, man.
I gotta give me some monitors, man. I work through my headphones, man. I gotta give me some fucking monitors, some official monitors, man.
Man, I work through my headphones too. I got 4 sets of monitors, but I live in a townhouse. You know what I'm saying? I can't be busting off like I want to. You know what I'm saying?
That shit be rattling the fucking walls.
Yeah, like,
Yo, the wife would tell you, turn that shit off. Like, oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Man, come on.
I think that's gonna be one of the subjects next week is how do you juggle your passion with the family and the work and everything. I'm real, and I want to know. I mean, I have a little something I do, and I like to, I think that's good discussion right there. And like I said, hope you guys come back next week, man. Hopefully we can keep this rolling.
If I got the time, man, I'm there. I'm here, man.
No, jizz out.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think you need to send something out to the brothers, man.
Okay, I will. I'll do that, CX. I'm still trying to navigate through this computer thing, man. I'm not really good at it, but I'm learning. I had Tashir help me out the other day. I did a test run on Thursday, and he helped me out and get me going as far as broadcasting and stuff. So I'm gonna try to definitely send something out. I'm on Instagram now, so are you on Instagram, CX?
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get up with you on Instagram and
I'm on Instagram, Twitter.
What's your Twitter name?
Everything is CX the producer.
Okay.
You know I'll be doing them live Facebook feeds too.
No doubt. Oh yeah, I heard about that. You be doing it. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out, bro.
Yeah.
Well, man. Like I learned. Little do you know, I learned a lot from just watching you work, man. I watched that the gadget thing had on the behind the beats.
Yeah.
That's just nuts, man. And then I watched the Overlord where you were saying that you make it look easy, but you've been doing it for so long, you had to work at it to make it look easy.
Right.
And that's a lot of people don't understand. They want to go out and start making instant beats, man. But you gotta put that time in, man. To keep working.
Yeah. Yeah. We shooting a video the 16th, the Scratch Magazine Dollar Bin joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to do one the 16th.
Oh, that's gonna be dope, man. You filmed it already, or you waiting?
No, we filmed it the same day. And the last one I did, I didn't actually make no beats, but I was there. Me and Kev was there.
Okay, yeah, I seen that one. Kev, I see Kev on the studio now.
Yeah, Kev been using the studio. I helped him out. Gave him a couple pointers on using it. He still used the 2500, but he don't use it that much still.
Right.
He in the studio with somebody right now in Texas, man.
Damn.
But it's kind of secret.
That dude, I mean, have never had the opportunity to talk to him or meet him, but he just seemed like a low key dude, and he seemed like he about his business, man. The way he operate, man. I like his swag, man. You know, he real talented brother. All you guys, man. You know, I respect the DMV, man. You guys got a lot of talent in there, man. It's got to be hard to navigate through there, man. Y'all got. I mean, I don't think there's another area like that area, man. The way how y'all do the hip hop, because y'all keep the culture alive, man. At the end of the day, you know, it's not like that where I'm at. You know, we got a bunch of brothers on microphones mumbling and screaming and all that shit, man. And that's all we got down here.
You in Florida, right?
Hey, let me tell you a story that remember that guy tried to send you his way. He did. I forgot I sent him a couple of my joints, and he spit on them, man, and sent them back to me.
Wow.
And it was weird though, man. I might have a little something there. I put a little twist on it. You know, I don't make trap beats,
Right.
so I sent him a regular, you know, fast up joint, man. He got on there. I'm gonna probably put it up on something, man. Let you check it out though.
Yeah, let me check it out, cause man, like when you said the joint to me, I was like, hold up, man.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
man, I said, man, do you have anything other than trap? Because I was like, you know, I've heard him on the phone, you know, acapella, like, you know, do sound alright, but you know, this is how their culture is down here. It's like, but they do, you know what I found out? They like to spit on our type of beats though. They like, man, because I spit on anything. All right, here you go. What you got?
Right.
Because they don't frown upon it. They don't shun it, man. It just that's what they, you know. I meet all kind of people on Guitar Center that I play my beats in those monitors, the little test station they got there, and they like them. So it may be something, you know, that I could, you know, latch on to down the line. But work and family right now just has me very limited, man. And
Oh yeah, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it happens, but the thing is, man, you know, one of the main things that I say to myself too is that when we have that time, we have to do it.
right,
You know, we might be tired, but we got to do it.
right.
You can't be
It's,
like,
booted, gave me the boot, man.
Like where Ricks go? You take advantage of your time, right, CX? Like, I mean, I try to notch out a little time in my day, and I work the night shift, so you know, I work a lot of hours, man. So I try to get up like a couple hours before I got to get to work, but I'm so worried about having to go to work that I can't get in my creative space like I want to.
you know, I'm gonna tell you a little trick I do. You see, you don't follow me on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, and I post a lot of videos on Facebook of me making beats. And what I usually do is I don't have no set time to go to work. I make my own schedule because where I work at. And but I always said when I wake up in the morning, take my youngest daughter to school, I'm like, all right, I got an hour to make a beat. Then I need to beat the hell out the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of motivates me, like, okay, I gotta get this shit done in an hour.
You gotta push that shit out.
You know what I'm saying? And it becomes like a routine. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what it started. That's what I started doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and once I started doing that, then to the point like where it's doing now, it's like, if I don't get nothing done when I get off, at least I did a beat before I went to work.
Right. So you at least try to have a complete beat once a day. One good beat a day. All right.
Damn, you on one beat a day. That's what you telling me?
No, I'm not saying just do one beat a day. What I'm saying is sometimes you got to give yourself a limitation.
Right.
My limitation is that I need to get my ass out this house and go to work at a certain time. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know if I sit down and hay up and do it within that hour, I know I got an hour to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I make that my routine.
That's all right.
I got you. Yo, what's your name on what's your name on Facebook? I'm gonna check out some of those videos, man.
CX the producer.
All right, CX. Okay. I'm gonna check that shit out.
And when you finish checking them out, when you hit me up, you gonna be like, God damn.
Yeah. So you fuck with them samples like that?
The samples fuck with me, man.
Hey.
No doubt.
I don't know how you chop it, brother. I mean, I know you say you chop them up in little bitty pieces, man. He got this. I've been following CX on SoundCloud for a minute, and
Okay.
he has this one. He got the I don't know what was the name of that. You took a Ralph the new edition, Mr.
Oh yeah,
Telephone Man or something,
yeah, yeah.
and he chopped that up to he. I mean he basically it's you gotta check it out, man.
I
You, got-
deleted I deleted everything off of there, man.
you took it off? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but on the low, what you call them have reached out to me. Ski Beach and them have reached out to me,
Oh, where?
and they they trying to get me up there to DITC.
Wow. Congrats, my brother. Congrats, man.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
thanks.
right there.
Congrats, man.
Cause
That's
Ski,
CC. That's classic, man.
yeah, he been following me on Instagram.
Wow.
You get in that studio. Yeah, that's official right there.
Jeez. Man, I hope hope everything works out for you, bro. Like, you know, you guys are. I mean, you paid your dues time and time again, man. You know, that's what's up, man. You know, and I will say, and mark my word, that this whole game will get back to where it needs to be, man. Because the bullshit that they playing and they're doing now, that shit can only last for so long, man. At the end of the day, you gotta recognize the realness, man. You gotta recognize the authentic. I can't even say the damn word. The authenticity.
Yeah,
The
Something
real,
like that. You about to fuck me up.
you know, it's only a matter of time, man. You know.
you know what needs to happen though, man? Was really killing like a lot of it. New York, man. New York need to get back to New York.
Right.
That's the thing. They want to try to go south. Nah, stick to the script, man.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them radio stations
Stick
in
to
New
the
York
fucking
don't even
script.
support New York dudes.
They don't.
No, they play all that trap shit, man. And you got my man from New Jersey. He sounds like he's a trap artist. Fetty fucking Wap, man. He from New
Man.
Jersey.
Man, a lot of people, I tell people that dude from New Jersey, and they don't believe me.
Yeah.
Man, that shit crazy.
I heard you from Patterson. I'm like, what? You mean Fetty? What?
Yeah. Like, boy, you ain't no trap nothing, man. Man. Well, we ain't even call it the fucking trap, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, we don't even call it exactly. Like that's just right. That's just giving it. And like you gotta stick to what.
He got trap queen. Fuck out of here, man.
Wow.
I just think we stop evolving, man. They stop evolving. They stop trying to. They stop setting the trend, man.
Started copying.
They're not setting the standards no more, man. Like, you know, we all changed. You know, Biggie, when Biggie came in, you know, actually, man, when I heard the Craig Mack song, that song right there to me changed the whole thing. That changed. People had to start getting their shit together. It wasn't that kid and play shit, and then that they reminisce over you type shit. The boom Scooby, the boom bop, the boom, the Das Effect shit.
Stickity bum. You had all different types of styles, man. It was so many different types of styles, and everybody sounded fucking alike.
It was so diverse, man. You had so many, like you had Das Effects over there, you had Lords of Underground over there.
Word,
you had Naughty over there, you had Who over there, you had the Brat. Well, you know what I'm saying. Then you had Bars Out West,
Boot Camp
NWA out West, Boot Camp Click. I mean, it was so diverse. You know what I'm saying?
Lanes.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you could say,
the Southern nigga I like the most is Scarface. Fuck them trap niggas, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean that's the thing. You don't have no diversity. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing and a bad thing. What I mean is that hip hop is thriving without the commercialism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas though the trap is the commercialism.
That's it.
Whereas though those known trap dudes can't even sell out a show.
Mm-hmm. I can't.
Word. And I'm being conditioned. I find myself liking like Future. I fuck with nigga don't be saying a goddamn thing, man. But for some reason, I feel like I listen to some Future, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I go to Atlanta, when we go down to Atlanta, I like when I go out to a club and I'm drinking, I'm doing smoking, whatever. I can deal with that for that club moment there. But it's nothing I'm gonna take home and then be playing it while I'm cleaning up the house, man.
That's my point exactly. My point exactly. Me and my wife be talking about that. And my whole thing is like, she even said, she said I can listen to that if I'm, you know, in a drink or in the club or something. I said, yeah, that is something like for the club to an extent. I said, but that's nothing. That's nothing outside of that.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what
I'm
saying?
not every day, all day, and I'm not definitely ain't doing that. I gotta be in the mood to listen to trap music.
Hey,
I
see,
can't. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I want to let you finish. I had a question to ask you.
What's up?
What I don't know why I heard you say this, but you said I think you were talking to Overlord. You were saying that it's so many lanes these days. You know, just because your stuff's not on the radio does not mean that you can't make this a career. There's so many people that want authentic ass music.
Right.
Well, why? What is your? Okay, I understand your take on it. I just need to maybe add on to what I said, maybe, or as far as, because it's something that, I love to do this, and I'm getting to a point where I think I want to go that route to get my music out there and to maybe make a little change off this. Not that I'm in it for that, but it's a time I want to take it to the limits, man. I want to get into it. I want to, my passion, man.
I mean, you look at it like this, man. I come from streets just like the next other dude. You know what I'm saying? You look at it like this. At one time it was like success was you became a millionaire with the music and all this. You selling all these, you going platinum and all this. You a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
That was success at one time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not success right now. That's crazy. You're not gonna be doing that. Success is right now is whereas though you're waking up every morning, firing up that MPC or whatever software you're using, making a beat and sending it out. That's your job every day. That's when you know you made it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you making $300 or $400 a day just making beats, you know what I'm saying? That's because ain't none of us making that off our jobs.
Mm-mm.
You see what I'm saying? So
right.
when you doing that, that's when you made it.
Oh yeah.
And what I was saying was there's so many different lanes is because like you look at somebody like Black Milk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Black Milk don't get nothing played on no radio.
Right.
But if you go on this if you go on his Instagram, he just leaving Russia. He just leaving Brussels.
A lot of like an artist like Tech Nine or somebody like that, man. Like them niggas don't get no radio exposure, none of that, no commercial exposure, man. They get that shit strictly off of just traveling and shows, man.
You know what I'm saying? So you look at it like that's what I mean. It's like a lane out there. Like how are these dudes still out there?
I ain't even look at it like that, really.
Making music like that, but every time you see them, they making music. But you know damn well they ain't got no 9 to 5. They can't have one if they making music all the time.
No.
So they got to be eating.
Word.
It's the internet. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So you got to use this thing to your advantage. You got to use resources and tools in front of you, and it's got to have that drive, man. And on top of that, you got to be had a talent as well,
Right.
You got to put a little talent in there,
Just a little bit,
Well, with hip hop, you got to have talent.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? That's the thing about hip hop. You got to have talent. You know what I'm saying?
Like you gotta live fucking hip hop, man. You gotta. And it ain't no shit I just started listening to hip hop. Like, I know for me, that shit is hardwired in my fucking brain, man. Like, I try to make a beat. I'm gonna go R&B. Let me try to see if I can fuck with R&B. That shit come out fucking hip hop like a motherfucker, man.
You know why? Because when you sit down and make a beat, to make music is not to think. You can't think.
Right.
It's a feeling.
Yep.
It's a feeling, man. Jay said it a long time ago, man. Which was true, was like when they would go in the studio and make albums, they would be like, man, we didn't go in there and say, oh, let's make a club banger. You know what I'm saying? They just made a song and then it happened to get played in the club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
To add on to that, every time I say I'm gonna go make this beat, I want it to sound like this, it never sounds like that.
nope.
It never. I don't
Nope.
think I cannot make something. I think the only guy that I think Big Boy Outkast said he carried around a tape player, and if he came up with ideas, he'd mumble them into his little tape player, and he'd go back. Only guy I know that could do that, and he probably didn't.
Kanye say he do it. He have a beat in his head and he go put that shit down.
And Kanye is the biggest fraud there is, man.
Thank you. See what he did? See what he just did with the title shit, man?
What happened?
They said, because he made his album only exclusive to Tidal.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
he wasn't going to give it Apple. He wasn't going to put it on Google Play. So now they reported the numbers. It was 2.5 million on Tidal with all the streams and stuff. I guess every 2 streams is considered a unit. I don't really know. But now he took it. Now he made it available to the same people he said he wasn't going to make it available to. So now all these people didn't subscribe to Tidal, and they got their money there. And now he's going to get off that.
You know Samsung ready to buy a Tidal, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No shit. Is that a? You think that's going to be a good thing?
Yeah. I used to work for Samsung, so yeah, they got the money to do it, and it's going to be good for Jay because he ain't put that much money in it.
Right. He gonna get that money, money back. Much more money.
Well, I tell you, man.
Yeah.
Jay's a good. He's man. That nigga be surprising the hell out of me, man. His moves, man.
He got a lot of good people around him giving him good decision and good advice, man. Believe that.
Yeah, the crazy thing. The crazy thing is, like I said it a while ago, man. I don't separate myself from none of them dudes. Even musically wise, like the Just Blazers. Man, only thing different from me than them is they on. I'm not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Never separate yourself from none of them dudes. Because if you feel you got the talent and confidence, you just like them. It's just they on.
Hell
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Even with Jay, I feel like Jay, because he come out of my era, he acting like a dude in my era would act.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He is the Michael Jordan of rap. I don't care what nobody say.
I agree with that.
I would have to agree with that. Just by what I'm saying, his skills and his business move, man.
Body of work, man. His catalog, his
Body of work is crazy, man. And I'm not a Jay. I fuck with Jay, but I'm not a big Jay fan like that. But I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That nigga got hits. He got albums. He got the catalog is sick.
So to sit out of some Rockaware.
You know, he did all sorts of shit, man. So his resume is tight, man.
And he put New York on his back.
He sure did. 8 straight summers. Every time you turn around, man, Jay was killing the airwaves, man. I mean, from like 90 from like, man, I jumped on board. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Reasonable Doubt, and I like The Streets is Washing. I mean, lifetime. But that Hard Knock Life, man, when I heard that Annie joint, that's when I was like, you know what? This dude right here, he gonna be somebody.
Oh yeah.
And that wave, they rode that wave until even at Blueprint 2, the Gift and the Curse, which I thought was garbage. I still was rocking that. I still found some good shit in there. Double CD.
Man. Yo, you know the crazy thing? I can't listen to an old J album. It's too clubbish. I can't, cause I'm not I like club banger, but like I don't like a whole bunch of club bangers, and a lot of his shit was just club bangers after banger.
You know why?
I don't want to listen to this shit.
You know why? Because around that time they was going at it with Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rough Riders, yo, yeah. Rough Riders, yeah.
Dog Boots.
Hey, what you got an MPC too, right?
Yeah, I got an MPC.
You working with the MPC too, right? Why about it?
Oh no, I got machine, bro.
Oh, you got machine?
Yeah.
Which one?
I got the OMK one. I had a micro too. I don't even use it no more.
Oh, okay.
But
I was thinking about getting another machine, man.
I listened to what you were saying about trying to. It sounds like it's off a little bit. Now that when you had said that, I kind of I kind of see where you're coming from with it, but I don't like to quantize anything, man. I'll maybe do a 50% if I have to. I
Mm.
definitely quantize when I do my chops, which I'm trying to get out of, but I do notice sometimes, I mean, if you got to be on point with them damn drums, man, or it just sticks
Yeah.
out like a sore thumb.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well. Also, if you do got quantize on a machine, you can only play. It restricts your playing.
Yeah, I don't turn that on. I turn it on for the I turn it off, and I manually, if I want to 50% it, I don't have it on because you're right, because it does. You'll play something and it'll snap to where you want it to go. I don't like that.
Yeah.
No.
And when I'm on the MPC, I usually it depends. Like I'll quantize a hi hat just for reference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I might do the snares, but slightly snares and the kick. I usually do that no
Mm-hmm.
quantize.
Right. Are you still? I noticed you use FL. Do you use it? What percentage of your beats do you make with FL, or do you just make stuff and export it out?
Man, I'm gonna tell you a quick little story about that. My daughter, my youngest daughter, she's 9 years old. She just turned 9 last month.
Mm-hmm.
We had a studio, and we had built a studio. I had all my gear in there: SB1200, ASR 10, MPC, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the dudes that had the studio with us, he was like, "Man, you need to try this program out." I'm like, "What is it?" He was like, "Fruity Loops." So I'm like, "Fruity Loops?" I said, "Man, that don't even sound right." You know what I'm saying? So I started messing with it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I see now. I get it." So I was using it for like 8 years, and what I would do is I would make a beat in it, and when people would come in the studio, they'd be like, "Man, that joint is banging. What you do that on? The MV8000, SB1200?" I said, "No, I did it on Fruity Loops." They like, "Get the fuck out of here." So I started using it as a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, with all that software, I know how to make the software sound like hardware
Uh-huh.
because I know what the hardware sound like.
Right.
That's the thing. See, people don't know what it sound like, the hardware sound like, so they don't know how to make the software sound like it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't mean to throw you off what you're saying, but that when you said did you make not royalty free MIDI you export to Ableton and that's fucking crazy, dude.
I just posted a video on Facebook
Wow. That's crazy.
where I chopped up an A Marie sample and I chopped up an A Marie sample and then played the chops how I wanted it, and then it took the melody out of what I played. It's on my Facebook page.
I gotta check that out, man. When we get off here, I'm gonna go check. Well, try to friend you on Facebook. I gotta. That's just nuts, man. I mean, I mean, like you say, you've been doing it for a long time, man. You know, basically any DAW they put in front of you it ain't nothing to you because it's basically the same type of thing, but different kind of.
Right. Set up a little differently.
Yeah, the only ones I can't really rock with that I ain't never rock with is like Cubase and Cakewalk.
Man,
Sonar.
about Reason, because I had that look for a little bit.
I destroy Reason.
I had the copy without the what is it called? Rex something?
Cubase. I never used the shit though, man. I get thrown off easily, man.
Cause see, like when I was talking when we was over my man Hill Prop house. When I was with Overlord.
Right.
Like they're my boys right there.
Right.
Both of them are gear whores. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, man. Like they literally, like me, I went through a lot of gear, but I sell a lot of gear. But them, they hold on to it. So, I'm sitting over that night we was recording that. Man, Hill Prop got 3,000. He got every MPC except the 4,000. Machine, SB1200, all this stuff. And, Overlord the same way. So me, I'm like, I want to have that stuff in software like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I got everything in software. I got every DAW except like I say, Sonar and Cubase. I got, I've been using Pro Tools. I'm Pro Tools certified. I was using that before it was even people even knew what Pro Tools was.
Wow.
So I don't even use Pro Tools anymore.
No.
But no, I don't even touch Pro Tools.
Why not?
Because I use Studio One.
Okay, I got that too.
Yeah, I use Studio One, and so I mean, I could achieve what I want to achieve in any of those DAWs, from Ableton to Reason to Fruity Loops to those main ones, even Pro Tools. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is not what you're using, it's who's using it.
Hey, damn right.
True.
How do you know what? I just got
man. You gotta master whatever you fucking with. You know what I mean?
No doubt. I just got Reaper the other day, man. I got the trial version. That right there is user friendly, man.
Man, that thing is. I got Reaper. I got Reaper on my Miko, and
the Miko joint.
Yeah, I got a Miko.
You use Fruity Loops through there?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll show it to you. I just got in the house. I took it with me to work.
Man, that Miko is dope, bro.
I took it with me to work, and
Yo, this the joint. That's I think Timberland was behind that back in the day. Yeah, that shit got the keyboard. Yeah, you show it. Look at that. Wow.
Hold on. Let me enlarge this shit.
Damn.
Okay.
yeah, that's I took it with me to work. I went over my man's house when I got off, and he got some monitors because I used to keep monitors in different places. So if I don't want to be in my house, I could go to my mother's house, my man's house, my brother's house.
Plug in and go.
Just plug in and turn up.
No doubt.
And
what do you prefer to when you mix down your tracks? What do you prefer to use?
I usually come straight out the MPC.
Wow.
I usually come straight out the MPC, but if I really want to get a little in depth, I just go into
Wow.
I'll just go into Studio One or Ableton.
No doubt.
The MPC, you can you know what I'm saying? I mix pretty good with that, man.
Yeah, because you could use the same plugins you would use in any DAW.
Right. Yeah, I was talking to some Ricks about before, man. I think I'm gonna I want to get the MPC. I don't know if the rent of the studio yet, but I wanna start branching out in this because I don't like how how it sequence. I do not like the sequence. You gotta duplicate stuff and I want something a little bit more easier and.
I'll find the studio, the MPC, to be very user friendly, man. It's to me, it's very user friendly, man.
Man, I'll say this. What I do like about the machine is that the stock plugins, the EQs and everything.
Yeah.
I do love the way they sound.
Yeah, they dope. That transient.
That transient master. I even got that plugin on my MPC.
Man. I like to make my beat, do what I gotta do, and then I put that transient on them drums, man, and I play with it. I'll mute it. I'll mute it, and then and that transient now I tell my man about that, the transient, man. That transient is something special, man. That and that saturator.
Yeah, yeah, and I love that sound so much because my man Day-Son used the machine, and I was like, man, how the fuck your drums be sounding like that?
Wow. You gonna bless us with a beat, man?
I think he got kicked off.
Uh-oh. Yeah, man, this is crazy, man. This is all right here, man.
Shit, pretty cool, man.
Rick, boy, you a revolutionist, my brother.
I kind of had to hold back because my thoughts is crazy, man.
That's good shit, man. Hey, I like that shit, man. I'm gonna send him another. Hold on, see if I can pull him up. Hold on. Yeah, my man. Couple people backed out on me. One dude called me. He was trying to get on, but he said he couldn't get on. It's buffering.
Well, okay.
I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this dude's beats, man.
Yeah, I want to hear how this nigga chop. If you saying he chop, cause I fuck with your chops. If you telling me this nigga on some other shit, I want to see what this shit about,
this
man.
dude, I mean, you'll hear him. Hopefully he'll get back on, man. Wow. I mean, I've been following this guy. Like I say, this guy has this website, the hangout I was on a couple weeks ago, Scratch Magazine. The dude go around and he interviewed people, and he interviewed this dude, and he took, man, where he was shopping, bro. I'm like, he'll take. It's not. I could show you better than I could tell you, man. See that you back, brother?
I'm definitely gonna check it out, man.
What up, brother? You back? How about CX? Yo.
I see him.
Yeah, I see him. Let me see.
I hear him. I see him.
All right, he back. Make sure you All right, he said give me one. He gonna plug his shit in real quick, probably.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real treat, bro.
Oh, hey, you got me hyped.
Yeah, yo, this dude. Word.
Cause I fuck with the samples, but I ain't. You know what I mean? I'll be wanting to do more shit, man. I'm simple with the samples.
That's what I do. I try to make the samples play like a keyboard. Now I just get my sounds and I'll chop them where my slices to where I want to play them, and then I'll play a little melody, and I want to be able to play 2 or 3 different type of melodies out of that sample when I chop them. So I can make it dynamic and sound different. What I do now, I have 3 parts, mostly 3 or sometimes 4 parts, 4 different melodies that I play, and sometimes I change the drums up and stuff. But I want to start putting little ear candy and shit. Not too much ear candy, but something to maybe like some, I don't know. I like a lot of tamarines and.
I want to say like some triangles, some symbols.
Yeah. I want to learn how to start implementing them.
I got this beat I was working on. I put a shaker in that joint.
Ooh, yo, you know what I do with the shaker, bro? I make on my drum pad, on my my kit, whatever I'm using. I'll take the shakers and I'll pan them one to the left and one to the right. And then I'll put like a little delay on one shaker. And I hit that shaker. I'll play around with it, man, and it sounds like it's looping around the speaker.
Okay.
I'll try. I've been trying to lay off because I'm like right now. I'm in a kind of not like a slump, but I'm trying to change my sound up because I'm noticing my beats are starting to sound the same shit, and I'm trying to find a drum kit that's going. Because if my drums ain't working for me, I can't do anything with it. It can sound halfway decent, but if I don't, them drums ain't. I gotta feel the drums first, man. And then
see, I like how some motherfuckers have this certain drums they fuck with. I'll fuck with any drum as long as that shit sound right to my goddamn ear, man.
Right. Yeah, and then like I was saying before, I gotta start doing more with less, because I'm so used to taking. I should make my own drum kits on the ASR I had. So I mean, I had to start from scratch. I didn't have I couldn't save anything, so the beat had to be finished and put on that CD burner. So I'm used to going in, finding kicks, snares, and chopping them down, trying to put effects on them. So I'm used to that process. Now the shit we're downloading offline, half the stuff you might have to boost it up a little bit, but you don't need to really put a lot of EQ. Right. I use the shit out of pop filters. I was just talking about that the other night. And damn pop filters. Oh shit, I think you lost my game. I'm sending another invite. He's trying to plug in the system. Oh, hold on. Pop filters pop filters are good to use because any sound you got, if you don't want something, say you want to get the low end out of a sample you're playing because you want to replace it with the bass you're gonna play. Yeah. Get the filter and you filter out that low end on it.
I learned that shit. That's what I learned that by just fucking around. Was changing it from high pass, low pass.
Hell yeah.
I was like, yo, if I play the low pass, I can add my own kicks, my own snares in that joint.
Right. There's just so many, that's why I love it, man, because there's so many. You're creating it, bro. And right now, the way it is now, you got a DAW, you got gigabytes and gigabytes of sounds, man, that you can go 100 different ways, man, with it. And And man, just you're controlling it, man. You can make what you want. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing, man. Like you own it. Man, you could take, like I made this analogy. I said, you know, I wanna start playing synths with my samples to help my samples out, but I want to make it look like I want that synth to be in there like some Dr. Scholl's in the bottom of my feet.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
Word up, man. But
And that's what I've been fucking around with. I've been trying to fuck with them synths,
Yeah.
trying to get like a more original, more creative type beat, man.
are you on that plug-in kick now, the VSTs? Are you downloading any of those?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got your CX.
but I use the ones I use the joints that came with the MPC, the fucking what's that? The bank and the fucking what's the other shit, man? I can't fucking remember, man.
Uh-oh.
Shit, the bank and the fucking
Hybrid.
air.
You talking about hybrid?
Yeah,
Air hybrid.
Yeah, that shit, man. And I'll be tweaking, trying to come up with my own sound, trying to tweak that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I like this. I switch back and forth, man. Cause the other day I was on YouTube trying to find some fucking samples, man.
That's the best place to dig.
You ain't lying.
Oh man. Woo.
Not lying. Oh, and what do I go to? I didn't tapped out vinyl archaeologist. And tapped them out.
Hey, I'm gonna show you how the audio to MIDI thing works real quick, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna share the screen with you.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
This the A.
We go.
Huh?
I'm gonna be quiet so we can stay on there.
Now I'm gonna play the sample, right? You know this the A. Marie joint, Can't Let Go. I chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? Just something real simple, man.
Words.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get my chops right, man. Cause that's like kind of my weak. I ain't gonna say I'm weak. I know the concept of it and everything, but sometimes I had trouble putting this shit together, sounding right to my ear anyway.
All right, I'm gonna show you this real quick. Let me share the screen with you. I'm gonna get on the MPC. That was Ableton that time.
Okay.
Can you see the MPC?
Yeah.
I see it.
All right. Y'all hear that?
Yep.
you got the NPC, getting your chop game. That's I ain't gonna, I'll hate to say this, but it's easy because now they got it so where as though you can literally like just tap your chops.
Right. Well, I put it on threshold. I put it on threshold. You know what I mean?
Mm.
To do it that way, it's just maybe it's my ear or I don't know what the fuck it is. This shit.
Tomorrow, will you see me tomorrow? I don't.
See, I'm gonna chop that real quick. I'm gonna do it real quick. You hear the sample, right?
Yeah.
Watch the screen. I'm not even looking at the screen.
Mm.
Discard the pieces you don't want. You know that, right?
Right. Yep. Yep.
All right.
So you do that shit manually?
Yeah. Hey, why about it? You heard all that, right?
Yeah.
That was me tapping the pass for the chops.
Wow.
Mm.
So all them green lines is chops.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that shit, yeah. You chop the hell out of that shit.
Yeah, that's all you do is tap the pass for your chops.
Word.
Okay. See, I ain't never really tried like I've tried it a couple times manually, but I normally just I just go to threshold and they, you know what I'm saying, they map the shit out for me already. I just go off that.
Yeah, man, you chop that shit. That's sort of like Fruity Loops got with the Edison editor, something like that. You hit when you want to chop at.
Yeah, but see, with Edison, you can only hit after you made the slice point.
Oh, okay, I got you.
See, on here, you can literally. That's why it's playing.
Wow. It was kind of like a step editor type thing.
Yeah, I was hitting the pad each time,
Word.
making it do that because that let me know I got the chop point right. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's dope, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, you get me hyped to start. I might chop something tonight, man. I might chop something tonight.
Hell yeah, man. Hell
I
yeah.
like that chop sound. Like I said, man, I come from that shit. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I'll be chopping to the day after Crow.
I say like this, right? Like I've been waiting for this for 20 years, man.
Hey, man, the best things come, brother.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that, man. And I mean, you already got an NPC. You basically could just do it by just tapping the
Yeah.
pad. It's multiple ways, man. Multiple
Right.
ways you can do it. I do
And
it that way.
I actually like the NPC, the shit they got, the stock shit they got, man. The fucking the drums and all that shit, man.
Right.
I like that shit. I never used it. I fucking with their drum kits and shit.
See, man, like I've been I chop, man. That's what I do, man. Like Wild Brother told you, man. That's what I do, man. I push it together like that, man. And I can't do it no other way. I'm sorry, I just can't, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Because some people they can loop stuff. I can't, man. I that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I heard a couple of your joints. You didn't even use you use you took hey, listen, motherfucker, you gonna, although I'm not only gonna chop you the fuck up, but you also gonna play the drum for me too.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's how I look at it, man. I'm a, I'm gonna chop it up, man. That's just what I do, man.
No
That's
doubt.
what I do, man.
That chopping shit's fun though. You know what I'm saying? That chopping shit is fun.
You know, you shit. I just like I said, I gotta use none of them shit, man. So it got me hyped too. As soon as I get off this, I'm gonna have to break some stuff down my damn self, man.
I got one for y'all.
Wow.
Word up.
What? That rock.
Word up.
Oh, this shit live too. I forgot this shit's still live, man.
It's all good. So actually, a little bit after 10.
All
All right, I guess I'm gonna close out, man. Gonna do some laundry and get ready for the work day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna be on this shit for a couple hours, man. I ain't working right now, so I'm gonna dedicate my time to this shit, man.
Yeah, man, cause shit, that's that good opportunity, man. It's, I personally, I watch dudes like this. I'm on YouTube all day. I sleep with this shit, man. Finding new little tricks of the trade out, man. It's so much information, and then I pull samples from YouTube. You go get a record here and there, but even the records I got
the record shit too, but it's easier for me to go to YouTube. That's why I don't even fuck with the records. I don't even fuck with them. I got them, but I just go to YouTube, man.
Hey, CX, do you what do you? I've noticed that the YouTube, you got to be careful with YouTube, man, because some of that stuff, man, be really compressed, man, and the sound be a little off on it. So I've been trying to learn how to dissect that shit too.
Yeah, a lot of times with me, man, like I'm a dirty to sample up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop is dirty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm a filter.
Yeah, I was talking about that.
So I wanted this sound gritty because like I said, I come from using 1200 SP 1200s. I mean, when you sample something in the 1200, you speeding it up, and when you slow it down, it's gonna sound gritty as shit anyway. So.
Right. See, I like that grit too, man. That gritty shit, man. That's why the machine got that. You know about that the tab. You can, yeah. I've been using that a lot too. But hey, we were talking about when I was on the Hangout with Gadget that ozone. I was using that ozone plug-in with my stuff, man, and it's taxing my system. So
yeah, it is.
I have to take it out. I can't play it on. I can't do it. I probably could put it like an EQ or Imager. Was it the Imager? But I gotta take them when I get done. I'll push it out through there, or I'll run it because I was using Adobe Audition to do a lot of shit on there. But now I'll go through Reaper. But I'll rinse it through the ozone just as a standalone.
Yeah, it works standalone too.
Yeah, I like that. But this Reaper, man, even the stock effects that comes with Reaper is dope, man. I like this, like the effects it comes with, man.
Yeah, Reaper, man, it's a powerful program. I never dug into it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, I heard nothing but good praises for it. Like literally, like Reaper's the only program that'll let you run machine or the MPC outside of it
Right.
It'll record into Reaper while they're running at the same time, and it's
Word.
not like rewired. It's different than rewired.
Yep. Yep. I ain't got that yet. I did hear about that, but you know, I'm still trying to work the kinks out. You know, like I said, I'm real slow when it comes to working outside with the rewire and stuff, man. But I'm gonna do it. I am gonna do it. I look at it as a challenge, and I'm definitely, you know, I want to expand my horizon and get every tool I can get, man. It's the
I know I definitely got to spare mine. That's yeah.
man. You get that Reaper, Rick. You can get that Reaper, man. They give you a 30 days on it. My 30 days just ran out and it still runs. I don't know if there's a glitch or something, but I'm still wilding out with it.
Lucky nigga, you lucky.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. CX, thank you. Ricks, thank you very much, and I hope to see y'all next week.
All right, chat.
Talk that stuff later.
Later.
Later.